What's going on, YouTube? Team Takeover. We're here. My man Dakota. He's been taking this deck here to locals, all around Philly actually, top and left and right. And he was a deck profile, so we're gonna give him one. He topped 8 Memorial Tournament for my homie Jav, and I think he deserved one. You want to check out the combo too at done? Show us what you played. What's going on?
We're playing Tellarknight. A lot of people are going to tell you this isn't a real deck. This deck is very real. It has like at least 12 one-card combos that turn skip your opponent. Like I played through a ton of stuff. A lot of people don't know how to play this deck or what it does, so I'm going to show y'all the spice because this deck is insane. So first off, the one-card combos, we played 3 Caster and 3 Singian. These are the main guys you want to see. Any of these as a one-of will just turn skip your opponent as long as they don't have anything. They're most important. This guy summons one from deck and can also be a spell negate. This guy adds on summon, adds a monster, and he can be treated as 2 for exceeds and stuff. So these are like the best cards. They're all new. Then we played 3 Liren. This one, if you normal summon a Tellarknight, you can summon it from hand. One of the new exceeds monsters actually lets you normal summon, so you add it and then do that in a combo. Then on summon it adds Tellarknight spell or trap, which is important for the combo as well. Those are all the 3-ofs. All the 1-ofs we played 1 Altarian, 1 Caduceus, 1 Unicalhi, and 1 Altair. These are like the OG ones. This one Foolishes, this one Monster Reborns. You don't necessarily need to play this, but it's pretty good. So they're just extra names as well for the big guy. This adds the Constellar Tellarknights, which is very important. And this guy summons from grave and pops, so you can do like fancy stuff with this. Pop your opponent's cards and all, and return with like Skybridge and stuff. And then we play some Automat cards. I played 3 Dodo Warrior and 1 of each of these. You foolish this with the Dodo Warrior all the time. And then these guys are just like extenders off of like the Onomatopoeia, which I'll show later. But it's just like free level 4s essentially. And then for hand traps, we played 3 Ash, 3 Fua, and 2 Droll. It's pretty standard. This card's like a blowout in a lot of senses. That's about it for the hand traps. Not much to say really about there. I played 3 Stellar Nova Binding. This is the new card. It's just like an E-Telly for Tellarknights, which is insane. It also has a second effect to negate your opponent's monsters up to the number of Tellarknights you control. So it's very versatile, but I can't say that I've ever really activated the other effect. You just saw it from deck, really. It's really good. And I played 3 Onomatopoeia. Originally, I was just playing the Gaga Girl to add this with like 1 of, but my theory was like, every time I draw a Dodo Warrior, I'm probably winning the game because of how good the card is. So I was like, I'm just going to maximize on like consistency and play 3 of these. Because it really like gets you 4 level 4s essentially if this resolves. It's a really good card. I played 2 Tellarknights and 1 Skybridge. This card is essential to turn skip. You cannot turn skip without this card. What it does is on activation, you summon one from hand or grave, and then it has a secondary effect to rank up one of your monsters. So I'll show you guys the combo with this, but it's like essential. You have to use this to turn skip. This card is just like the dodge, or if you clog up your your middle zones essentially. With like an Exceeds monster, you can put it back and summon something else because you need 5 monsters on in all the zones here to be able to summon the monster to turn skip. Other cards we played was 1 Rhoda. I just added this. It's like okay. And I play like maximum like stoppage for hand traps.
Seriously.
Call by obviously talents to like just because a lot of people like ash you or something to do something. You want to like hit like specific hand traps because the deck doesn't lose the ash really. It can play through a surprising amount of hand traps. I played Midbreaker. If you guys don't know what this card does, it's like from like 2018. It just says during the main phase 1, your opponent can't target or destroy your monsters, which is really good because a lot of time they can just imperm or like Valor the Ptolemaia, so you can't turn skip. So that's the main deck, 40 cards, trying to keep it as consistent as possible. For the extra deck, we played 2 Caduceus. This guy, he adds something back on summon, a Constellar and a Tellarknight card, so you just get to add free stuff back on summon. And then his second effect is you banish 1 for cost and then copy the effect on normal summon. So most of the time you're just banishing Caster and summon 1 from the deck. They can't ash it because it's only a copying the effect, it's not actually doing it. Other cards, the new guy, he takes 3 level 4s, but you could cheat this out with Singian, yeah.
2 of them.
So unless you add a light monster, or unless you add a Tellarknight monster or a Constellar and then normal summon a light. Which is good. So, and then if he's like sent to the graveyard except from the field, he can summon 1 from banished or hand, which is really good. Again, because you can like manipulate stuff and make stuff happen. It's pretty good. Then the 1 M7, you have to play this for the combo. The 1 Ptolemaia, this is how you turn skip. This card is busted. Konami, please don't ban this. I want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. And then I played this package. This card has been MVP. This card is insane. This card is just anti-Rolad. Like, it literally just has so many effects. It's not even funny. It's a Omni Negate for any Dark monster. Just Dark negates. So you could just negate like Griffo. You can negate any Dark monster, Bestials. It's crazy. You can't foolish cards while it has material, which is insane. Any card that's added back from the graveyard to the hand is banished instead. So it's like a pseudo macrocosmos, which is busted because Rolad adds stuff back and they just lose cards, which is insane. This card has just been like an extra name. It's like an extra rank up, just OTK with and stuff. So it's like okay. I just play for the extra Tellarknight name. And it makes everything dark, which paired with this is like makes this a Dakota essentially. For other Tellarknights, I play one Deltaros, one Triver, and one of the big M7. This card is busted. This card outs the Mind Shuffle, just puts it back to the hand. I'm making this so many games, just putting everything back. It's busted. People don't play it, I don't know why. Deltaros, this card is busted too. You can summon this, and it says your opponent can't activate card effects when you normal or special summon a monster. So you could just like summon back the Altarian, pop all their cards, and they can't respond. He's also a pop, and if he's sensitive field to grave, he can just summon a Tellarknight from deck, and it's not once per turn. This guy's busted. He's like an alternate win condition. He has an effect that says if you have 7 Tellarknights in graveyard, he's unaffected by activating effects and goes up to 54. It just becomes a tower. So like I've won a bunch of games off this because my opponent couldn't out it. And he has a second effect where you can detach as many as you want and spin back a bunch of monsters they control to the deck, targeting, which matters against Rolad. For the non-Tellarknights, I played one Exciton. This card comes up a lot just to like threaten the board like Dodo Warrior. I played one Gaga Magician. It's just a target for the Gambara Knight, and sometimes it comes up. One Eclipse Twins. You do some real funny stuff with this card. The card's busted. I played one Light Dragon Agnister. If you guys don't know what this does, it really just protects against destruction. So like you could summon this against Blitzclick, which is like hypothetically the worst matchup in a sense. So you can just make this. They can't even pop your cards, and they're just like, oh, I'm just gonna watch you play and skip my turn. And the last card I play is one Zexal. This card is just good against targeting. I'll make this so they can't imperm me. I'll just make it up here. And it's just good for like Xyz manipulation, realistically. That was that. The side deck, I've been changing the side deck every week, honestly, and I'm not really I'm like torn on certain cards. Right now I'm playing 2 Perulia. It's just for like space reasons. I'll probably play a third, but the card is like okay. Like it comes up, some draws, it's good. Nibiru. This card's been bad, honestly.
Really?
Honestly, it hasn't been good at all. It either doesn't come up or I don't side it in because it like, conflicts with my board breaker. So like, this is probably something I wouldn't play. 3 Dark Rulers. They've been good too in like specific matchups. It just outs like the whole board because like Rolad really just makes these crazy boards and you just gotta like do something about it. Like you're not worried about like the Dark Magician and Black Lesser Soldier. So it's fine. Like it doesn't need to target. It's just like against like the extra stuff because like Rolad by itself is like okay. Like I don't think the cards are that busted. Like they're fair, honestly. I have like in deck outs for them, so I don't really care. This card is MVP. This card is busted. If you have this, I don't know why you're not playing this card. This card is insane. It's enough said. I've won. They just draw a ridiculous amount of cards. 3-dimensional shifter or dimensional fissure. I side this card almost every time going first because it shuts off half the hand traps in the game, like Veiler, Droll, Ogre. I think Bell. No, probably not Bell, but there's like it hits a lot of hand traps. They can't activate them, which is really good.
You don't really care because you
I just detach all my stuff. So if you guys don't know, if like you detach, like they don't get banished. So I just detach everything, and it's like doesn't really affect me.
Right.
Last card I played was 3 evenly. This card is insane. This card is really good this format. I recommend playing this. That was the deck. I'll show you guys the combo real quick. Realistically, this is nothing crazy. So imagine you have 5 monsters on board. It doesn't matter what 5 Tellarknights, 5 level 4s.
Or any 5, you know.
Yeah, that's the goal is you get the 5. And then you're going to need to add Caduceus somewhere or Lyrian to be able to have this spell specifically. So the deck is like facilitated around that. So what you do is you put 5 out like that. You summon either the Caduceus or the Deltaros. Most of the time it's Caduceus. You have to be careful about adding cards back because if they like ogre this or something, you just lose. So I'm like real careful about like letting that happen or like for draws or something. You just make it and you're good. Only do it unless you absolutely have to add cards back. You would make this in this other circumstance if you already have something banished. from like this earlier, or there's something that you want to summon back, just in case something happens after this point. This is low-key like the safer play, as long as you have something in hand or grave to already summon, because you're going to detach all these cards off of it. After that, whichever one you make, you're just going to literally just summon the M7 over top of it. And then the Tellarknight has an effect to target a Constellar or Tellarknight monster you control and overlay something bigger on top of it or smaller with a different rank. So you summon the Ptolemaeus. Now it has 7 under there. So now you just skip their turn.
Right.
And they look at you and like, I don't get to draw. I'm like, no.
They don't get a turn.
Your
So
turn
basically
is
just right
gone,
back
bro.
to you, right?
They try to tell me it's an FDK. It's not FDK. I just get 2 turns.
That's it.
Both the turns are mine.
Both turns, 2 turns.
The deck is a
game.
lot of fun. It's very underrated. A lot of people are like sleep on this deck. There's a lot of very specific interactions you can learn through this, like just certain things. Like people don't know how things work. That's the thing. Like this card is a spell negate, for instance. Like if this is under, like if you have like multiple Xyz up and you have multiple of these cards, it's a spell negate per monster.
Wow.
So if you just have like a bunch of monsters out, and it doesn't matter what you detach from, you just have to detach 2 from anywhere. So people don't even know that. They don't know how to play around it. And they're usually surprised by it because it's like under the monster. So outside of that, like I think everything else is pretty straightforward.
Looks like we're taking the nibs out though.
Yeah, the nibs are definitely coming out for sure. There's the other cards people can play obviously in this drawing. Like a lot of people play Pleiades. I don't see no reason to play that card. It feels really bad. It just doesn't seem like it does enough. I would rather just summon this most of the time because this card is busted. Right. If we get into a format where there's like no dark monsters that are good, then that's a whole different story. But like this card is just way better than Pleiades. It just has too many effects. But
yeah,
that's pretty much it. That's the deck. I've been playing the deck for a few months now.
Been topping left and right.
Topping left and right. And
Appreciate the deck.
That's pretty much it.
All right.